Hello friends and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be checking out a little first-person survival shooter slash sim called Innawoods by Armitage Games. I'm not sure if that's the best way to pronounce it, but I think that's probably close enough. We're evoking the idea of being in the woods, so that's where we're going with that. This is a kind of a simple game, but with a nice twist to it, a surprising level of ambience, and I think probably some depth to it as well. It sort of reminds me a little bit of something like maybe Don't Starve, but set as a first-person shooter. I don't know if it's quite as charming as Don't Starve, but I don't know if there are a lot of games that are. So we're presented with a few things here that we need to keep in mind, one of which is there's a campfire, we've got a certain amount of ammo, we've got a hunger and a hydration meter, and then there's also like some sort of a private military corporation that seems to be hunting us through the woods. So we'll be looking around, trying to do our best not to die. Running between campfires, trying to find more ammo, and of course, water and food. Shelter, not so much of an issue because, well, I don't know, there's not really any, rain or anything, but, we do have this lovely sky to keep in mind, and this is done in the Quake engine, Quake 2 engine specifically, which, surprisingly, I've seen it used in a few games in fairly recent days, and it's actually not such a bad thing. I don't really mind. I mean, obviously the developer's going for this sort of visual aesthetic in the first place, so it's really not that bad. Everything's super pixelated, but, I think that actually aids to, oh, we've got a man over here. Oh, I think he shot me directly. I think I got him back, though. I'm not sure what the deal is with health. How we're gonna tell if we have taken too much damage or what. Maybe it just lowers our hunger meter. Is that what's... Oh, there's another guy shooting me over there. We do have to reload occasionally, and if we miss too many shots, these guys are definitely going to take advantage of that. So you got to be sort of on our toes here as we look for food and... Oh, what is that? I think we got an ostrich. There we go. Quite a sound it made when I shot the thing, too. It sounded like a cascading waterfall of blood shooting out of it. So I'm not sure quite how large this environment is, and looks like we've got some turkey legs here, a la Rogue Legacy. Or, many games, honestly. I want to do a little bit of exploring, see if we can maybe discover some things. I'm not sure if maybe there's an end goal or a way to win this game. I kind of would like to figure that out, but this is basically my first time through it. I spent about a total of, 2 minutes or so just walking around getting my sound levels, and I didn't see a whole lot in that time. So I'm not really sure if, like I said, this is a randomly generated environment or not. There is a good level of mood, though, going on. This, dark, shady area over here with the fog. I guess there's kind of fog everywhere, but it seems more prevalent when there's dark. That sort of puts you in the right nature-y mood, and then, of course, there's some great ambience. We've got some lovely thematic music playing in the background, which occasionally shows up and then dissipates again. Sort of a little bit reminding me of the way Minecraft does the soundtrack. Nothing wrong with that. I actually think that works quite well to punctuate particularly tense moments. We've got another campfire here, and we've got plenty of bullets, so I think we're okay on that front. Right now we want to consider possibly finding some more food, although we need that opportunity to present itself to us. I'm not really sure how much tracking I'm able to do. Looks like we found a naturally occurring swimming pool over here. Well, not sure if that's really the case, or if we're actually in some sort of a military base that happens to be in some sort of forest preserve. It's entirely possible. Maybe we're just a hunter gone rogue. There's some strange rock structures over here. Maybe I could try and get a look around. So maybe try and make our way up one of those. I did discover a little trick in my 1 second of sound test that if you hold shift and alternate with jump, yes, that'll probably eat away at your health meter, but it also will allow you to climb more sheer rock faces because of a sort of a exploit in the way the engine works. We'll see if I can find something to show you on that one. Oh, there's a guy down there. I don't think he sees me though. Nice. I like the fact that you can actually look down the iron sights with this. I think that's actually a pretty big help. Oh, right, I was going to try and climb up this. This one might be, yeah, this is definitely too steep, but I'll show you what I mean if I can find one that's a nice balance between being steep and not steep. Oh, I hear a radio. Oh, God, he's got grenades. Get out of there. I don't know if I can run when, oh, jeez. Wow. I don't know if I can run when I'm in looking down the sights mode. Oh, God, I forgot to reload. You were killed in combat after 6 hours in the wilderness. Alright, well, fair enough. So we'll reload then, and then we can see if it generates a new area. It looks like it's probably the same area, actually. That's right. I think some of the encounters go a little bit differently each time, depending on where things spawn, or how you encounter them, rather, when you run into them in the world. I did notice there were a few settings, one of which was a military zone setting, which means probably heavily emphasized. Oh, there's a guy on the combat element. I like the kind of the balance that's going right at the start, where it's sort of like mostly walking around, exploratory, casual experience, and then you can ratchet things up in difficulty if you think that's necessary. And then there's I think it was called the Too Spooky for Me mode. Now, let's see if this dude is still standing over here on the right. Does not seem that way, actually. I'd be interested in trying some of those other modes maybe another time, but yeah, it's kind of cool that there are a few different things you can experience with this. And also, there does seem to be multiplayer, which is a lovely addition. I'm not sure how much of the game is really it lends itself well to multiplayer. I guess there's obviously a shooter element to this, where if you wanted to deathmatch with each other, I guess that's one option. But as far as sticking to the plan of what's the intended pseudo-narrative that we're going for here, I'm not sure if multiplayer necessarily complements that idea so much. Seems like I've started out with some very low thirst, or maybe it's just because I've been running so much. Probably that. And it doesn't look like there's a ton of diversity in the environment. I think there's just mostly this big old box that we walk around within. But I'm also not sure to what degree this game is developed, and I think when I run out of water, I can't run anymore, which probably makes sense. Oh, what's that? Is that a gun on the ground there? I can barely make it up this hill, which really doesn't seem quite right. It's not all that steep, but I guess I'm also awfully tired. Oh, I found a submachine gun or something with a silencer maybe on it. See any guys around? Oh, I see some kind of an animal over there. Oh, that's nice. So it actually is silent, so it doesn't actually make any noise at all. And it looks like some of these structures might actually be randomized, because I'm pretty sure there was a pool over here before, and now there is not. So, yeah, I guess this is a basic framework for the game, and then things are sort of being constructed on top of it. But I would definitely love to see a more sprawling environment. I could see this being pretty entertaining if we had a very vast world to look around in, maybe some different occurring structures that we might have to overcome. Occasionally, more of a shooter element that comes and goes. Maybe, try and have the AI director jump in, so to speak. I mean, this is not Left 4 Dead by any means, but that could be kind of a cool thing. If it decides you're having too easy of a run, maybe we'll throw some more dudes at you and see how that goes. Or decides maybe you're doing a little too well for health, maybe the animals run away from your area because they heard you or something. Well, I guess that would kind of betray the point of survivalism, wouldn't it? I'm sort of spitballing ideas here, but, I feel like it's a cool concept. Maybe not really developed as fully as I would like to see just yet, but I think the core gameplay is here. And I definitely wasn't expecting to find a second gun. I thought really this was going to be just the starting gun, the starting rifle, rather. Be about all there is for that. And when you consider the ambience and the fact that the background music is pretty compelling, all in all, I think you could do a lot worse. It's actually pretty entertaining. And again, I don't really mind the visuals at all. I think they're actually pretty cool and pretty charming. But I would like to see a little bit more diversity in them. Maybe have the sun actually set. Because I'm pretty sure this is just a standardized skybox, not going to change at all. Oh, jeez. Missed. Oh, God. I had to reload. Every time I have to reload, this is like the end of my life there. And I don't seem to get any grenades or anything, as far as I can tell. The controls are super simple, by the way, if you didn't need to, or if you didn't know already. WASD, shift, spacebar to jump, right-click to zoom, and left-click to shoot. That's about all you really need to know. If there are more complex controls than that, they were not in the help thingy at the beginning, which I did actually look at. Sort of a strange thing how those shadows show up as you walk towards them. You would think at first that it's actually just the sun moving around. That does not seem to be the case, and in fact the sun doesn't actually seem to necessarily be in the correct place for where those shadows are coming from. I would think that, if I'm facing the sun right now, the shadows should be coming directly at me, but they seem to be over to the side a little bit, so the light source is actually more like over here, or something like that. Whatever, not a big deal. Oh, I feel bad, I shot the nice fox. Well, whatever, gotta eat to live, man. Actually kind of a cool style to that fox, too. If you notice, he's almost cel-shaded looking, which I think is mostly to just cover up for the way this engine works as far as rendering and lower detail. But I find it actually looks pretty well for the style that we're going for here. I'd like to see more things, actually, with that more abrupt style. It's a little bit more blunt. Maybe if the trees were in that style, a little bit more flat-shaded. Oh, there's a grenade. Where'd it come from? Alright, got that guy. Now again, I don't know if I can win or if there's like a way to eliminate all the enemies. Maybe that is my goal. I just eliminate all the soldiers on the map and then try and stay alive as long as possible, or... Because, I mean, really, what's the impetus to run around other than just to look for food? I guess, well, that's a pretty good impetus, considering the food might only be in a certain part of the map at one time. But if it's randomly generating the enemies and spawn points, then there is a chance that you may never actually run into anyone. Also a little curious why there's campfires already lit all over the place. I would think that would be part of the experience, that you might have to light those yourself. And there was another dude over there. Oh, jeez. Where is he coming from? I can't tell. I heard the radio before, but not this time. Yeah, there are some nice distinct visual audio cues as well as visual cues. Hang out in Shade World over here. I like that these little pockets of darkness occasionally sort of makes the forest feel a little bit more alive. I mean, obviously, if we wanted to go for more naturalism, we would want some more slopes and things. Obviously, forest is not going to be largely just flat like this, but I think we're more focusing on the core gameplay element of, like, move around, shoot, look for food, and the nature element is a little bit secondary here. But then again, given how nicely the audio comes together, you would think maybe the nature would actually be a slightly larger point of focus. Pretty easy to shoot these animals as well. I mean, I think they should probably run away a little bit better. Maybe there's just not enough stuff to for them to have in their advantage. The ability to, you know, run into a burrow or something could be useful for them. I find myself wanting to sprint constantly, and probably shouldn't do that because I'm just blazing through the water. Oh, there's a dude. Oh, I hit him. Wasn't enough, though. Oh, God, grenade. Get out of there. Combat is surprisingly tense, especially given how little there is really going on. It's just like some guy will just show up occasionally, might throw a grenade at you, and then that's really it. What's going on over here? There's like a big hill or something. Oh, another guy shooting at me. I usually only find out about them because I hear the bullets ricocheting off behind me. Not even sure that guy knew I was there. Oh, there's another one over there. Another one over there. Oh my God, they're all over. Oh God, out of ammo again. Really not sure what it is that makes me actually die. What did he do? Did he strafe around me? Where is this coming from? Oh, he's right there. It's probably some sort of like a Call of Duty style health system where, you know, you take a few hits back to back and then you start to go down. Not sure what's shooting me at this point. What is that? It's an ostrich. I can't see where that's coming from. There must be a dude like up on a hill or something, because he's shooting me from every direction. Oh, there's the guy. Did I get him? I got him, but there's still something shooting me. It's a little frustrating when you can't tell what direction you're being shot from. Where are you? And how have I been able to absorb this many bullets? Unless I was just bleeding out. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, reload. Is it you? Has it been you the whole time? God, there's so many. It's like two more over here. A freaking commando situation right now. I might not live through this. Apparently I did. And I'm still taking damage. Again, not sure why. Unless there's still more dudes shooting at me. It's a bit disorienting how many times I keep getting that red screen on me. Maybe it's a glitch, actually, because I don't really know. Get the food. Maybe I'm just hungry. Apparently the ostriches are worth 2 turkey legs, which is good to keep in mind when you're especially hungry like I am right now. Yeah, killed that guy on top of part of the tree there. Oh, another fox. More ammo. Ooh, he's hobbling around a little bit. Get the water. Yeah, there's no way they've been shooting me this whole time. I'm bleeding out, that's what it is. Leaving a big old trail of blood. Yeah, alright, well, fair enough. I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. But after 7 hours in the wilderness, you expire from blood loss. So, another reason not to be shot. I'm not sure if there's really a way to counteract blood loss. It seems like once you've had that damage done to you, you're just on your way out or something. But anyway, fairly cool game. I recommend you go give it a shot. It is totally free right now, so if you want to go check it out, the link is going to be in the description. I think you'll have a good time with it. Let me know, though, if you do. I'd love to hear your opinions. What would you do differently with this one? What would you do to try and change it up, make it more interesting? What do you think of the visuals, the audio? All of that stuff is all fair game. We are here to promote criticism and constructive if possible. So do what you can to contribute to that. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, any support is very much welcome and appreciated. If you like the video, that would be awesome, but totally up to you if you think I deserve it. And hopefully you will stick around because I have a new episode of Indie Impressions up every single day, right around the same time on my channel, youtube.com/RockLeeSmile, just in case you're watching this anywhere else. And be sure to check out my social media links as well. I've got a Twitter, a Facebook, a website, indie-impressions.com, where you can go if you want to check out over 500 other episodes that I've covered in this series. Oh, forgot to reload there. I didn't even know I needed to reload, actually. And you should be able to find just about anything you're looking for. They're all tagged and categorized over there, so... also, there has been a need to fix an issue, which by the time you see this may already be fixed, may not be, depending on the nature of how today's troubleshooting session goes. So we will see. But I am aware of the issue with registering right now with the site. But that is going to do it again, guys. Thank you for sticking around and for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. And lastly, I hope you have a lovely night. Later.